Good afternoon, students. Now we will discuss the question answers of lesson number 4. Due to net issues, we are little late. We can complete the question answers because the coming up examination, periodical assessment, this lesson is there. So let us see the question answers. Answer the following questions. First one, Narmada Yojana is an important multi-purpose project. It possibly does not violate fundamental right of any individual. Then why this judgment was given by the Supreme Court? Discuss it. No fundamental right has been violated. It is telling like that. And it is a multi-purpose project. We know multi-purpose means a lot of benefits are there from this. It is not only for the purpose of a dam, but electricity also producing, irrigation facility also available through this project. So it is multi-purpose project. Very much useful. Then also Supreme Court has given some guidelines. Otherwise, based on the case, the petition they filed on regarding that, Supreme Court has given some instructions. Why Supreme Court has given? Here in the question it is telling that it possibly does not violate fundamental rights. But up to a certain limit, the project violated the fundamental right of the tribals, those who were residing there, and definitely it happens wherever. If you want to construct road, construct dam, construct some other offices, that land must be used for that. Without land we cannot create anything there, no, as a structure. So that land should be converted to that constructive work. Then those who are residing there, otherwise those who are doing agriculture in this land, definitely they have to find out some other option, otherwise some compensations. So up to a certain limit some problems were there. That is why Supreme Court has given this judgment. But why so? It is the answer in this page number 27. Then you should mention what was the problem with this project. So in page number 27, just you see, first paragraph, there was a protest against increasing the height of Narmada Dam above 110 meters near Navagam. Environmentalists or organizations of NGO from Madhya Pradesh and other regions were fighting for the rights of the tribals who would lose their land and habitat forever due to this project. The Supreme Court passed judgment on 8th March. Up to there, first you should 8 March 2006 to resolve this conflict between the two states. Up to there, you first mark, means underline, and afterwards then you should say that the benefit of this that. So here it stated that instead of that you can write due to this project the rising population will get a positive development, and afterwards the arid areas of Rajasthan, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh would get water and the expansion of desert could be kept under control. Proper rehabilitation of the tribals affected by this project should be given the top priority, and hence their fundamental rights could be protected. So from the beginning to resolve this conflict between two states, and afterwards due to this project there is positive aspect about the rising population, otherwise for the rising population, and afterwards the arid areas of Rajasthan, from there to end this answer to be written. I think now it is clear. Now second question, why should the judiciary be independent? Yesterday only we had discussed independent judiciary. Why should be the judiciary be independent? Yesterday I made you underline also. What is the answer? Second paragraph of page number 28. If judiciary is deprived of freedom, if powerful and influential people can control the judiciary, there would be no impartial judgment. That is the reason why our constitution does not allow such kind of interference. That is why judiciary has been kept independent from legislature and executive. Second paragraph up to executive is the answer. Mark that also. Next one, why is the public interest litigation considered to be an important step? About PIL, public interest litigation, page number 30, first paragraph. From there, which one I am telling you, underline. From the first line, any citizen can appeal in a court for the protection of his or fundamental right. We have learned that no need. From any, we will start. Any citizen can appeal in a court for the protection of his or her fundamental right. Then continue. But in reality, poor people find it very difficult to go to the court. The legal procedures not only require a lot of money and paperwork, but also it's very time consuming. Up to there, underline. Then next paragraph. Keeping this fact in mind, the Supreme Court announced the provision of the public interest litigation in the year 1980. With this, the Supreme Court has made an effort that maximum people can reach up to the court for justice. Any individual or institution can file a case on behalf of people from the deprived classes. Up to there. Deprived classes. That is why it is important. So from the beginning, what I told you, any citizen can appeal in a court for the protection of his or her fundamental right, but in reality, poor people find it very difficult to go to the court. The legal procedures not only require a lot of money and paperwork, but also it is very time consuming. And afterwards, second paragraph, deprived classes. So that is the answer. Next one, state the various judgments given by different courts in the case of Ratlam municipality. So page number 29, this answer is clear, but no need to write that as per the page, otherwise based on the box. Instead of that, you should show that first lower court, which is the lower court, Taluka court. Then you write as heading Taluka court judgment. And Taluka court, what was the judgment? That also in your own words you can write. The Taluka court judgment was that municipality and town improvement trust have failed in their duty of maintaining cleanliness. So both the institutions are ordered to cleanse the place with immediate effect of 15 days. You can write in your own words. Then next side heading, district court. There you should write, the residents challenged the verdict of the High Court, the municipality challenged the verdict in the Ratlam District Court. Then the District Court judgment was, the judgment of the Taluka Court is declared to be unfair. Next side heading, High Court. Who challenged? The residents challenged in High Court. Then for a closed drainage system, 7-month time is given. And the pit should be filled with soil to stop the water accumulation and mosquito breeding, and everything to be completed in 2 years. So you can write in your own words, to close drainage system 7 months time, and to fill the pit and to stop mosquito breeding 2 years time was given. That was the verdict of High Court. Then next heading, side heading, Supreme Court. Who challenged? Ratlam municipality challenged it in Supreme Court, and what was the verdict? The factories of chemical and dye were responsible for the pollution, so that should be closed with the joint effort of municipality and state government. Like that way you should prepare the answers. Side heading should be there about which court. So you should start from lower court, Taluka court, then district court, then High Court, then Supreme Court. So that way, with side heading, small paragraph answer. In your own way you can prepare. Okay. Now true or false questions. Municipality took the case to the district court as it was dissatisfied with the decision given by the lower court. The statement is true. Yes, no? The district court as it was, the municipality challenged this verdict in the Ratlam district court. It is given there. So first statement is true. Second one, municipality appealed to the High Court against the judgment given by the Supreme Court. See, Again, not against the judgment given by the Supreme Court. In the hierarchy of the court, Supreme Court comes in last. How can you change? Instead of High Court, against the judgment given by the Supreme Court now. At the place of High Court, Supreme Court should be there. At the place of Supreme Court, High Court should be there. So municipality appeal to the Supreme Court against the judgment given by the High Court. Instead of High Court, Supreme Court, and instead of Supreme Court, High Court. The Supreme Court approved the judgment given by the High Court. The Supreme Court approved the judgment? No. So this is false statement. How can you correct? The Supreme Court, what was the Supreme Court's given? The Supreme Court sustained the judgment of the lower courts. Sustained. The sentence is given there. The Supreme Court sustained the judgment. Instead of approved, you should write sustained the judgment. So this lesson is completed. So this CW work and workbook to be completed by Monday. Yesterday I told you to be completed by Friday, but to complete this CW work also. So by Monday all these works to be completed and start to learn also. Yesterday I had given you syllabus. First 5 lessons will be there. Based on that, question paper will be there from government. So all of you must submit the book. That is also very necessary. We have sent a message to you that we have to upload the mark in government application. So it is very necessary to submit the books at proper time. When you get the time schedule or that time schedule you must follow, then only it will be easy for us to check and enter the mark. So keep in mind all those things and start preparation. This time SS and science, both are lengthy subjects. A lot of things are there to learn. Each and every line is very important. So prepare accordingly. Now 10 more minutes is there. Now let us move to the next lesson. Revolutionaries of India. Revolutionary. Lesson 5. What do you mean by revolutionary? Who were the revolutionaries? Still now a lot of revolutionaries are there, but we are learning at the time of freedom movement, when at that time who were the leading revolutionaries. And if you search revolutionaries every time we will get. We are not considering the present revolutionaries, but the revolutionaries at the time of freedom movement, because we have already started to learn about the freedom movement before starting the civics lesson. About Indian National Army we have studied, and Subhash Chandra Bose, his death, that was the last portion from lesson number 3. Means almost the year 1916 to 1920, up to there we have reached. So after in 1947 we have got freedom. But in between, what were the incidents that taken place, that is coming. But at the same moment, at this time period, who were the revolutionaries, those were in front of this freedom movement. And what do you mean by revolution? Fight, war. So revolutionaries means the people, those who were very aggressive, and they reacted with weapons, otherwise with such aggressive activities against Britishers. Those people are called only aggressive. Just like that in Indian National Congress 2 divisions were there, who were there, moderates and extremists. Those extremist people, we can call them, they were very aggressive, and they were thinking that freedom is our right and we have to get it, we shall have it. The Lal, Bal, Pal, that 3 persons and the followers that we had seen. But moderates were not like that. Moderates were planning to get freedom in a constitutional way. With peaceful, non-violent method, Gandhiji and all others. So here these revolutionaries means they were interested more on revolutionary activities or aggressive activities. So in the beginning it was given their legend of Bhagat Singh, that Matthew's film. This type of films, a lot of films are there regarding all these revolutionary activities. If possible, to try to download and watch. Nowadays, you get enough time at home, and this film, tell your parents to help you to download, and they will guide you, and then afterwards you watch the movies. Here, which one? The Legend of Bhagat Singh. Many films are there, Kranti, like that. Nowadays means 26th January is just near. Patriotic films and relate this lesson wise what is important, that type of films you watch. That also an activity, social science, this lesson related activity, that also you can do at home. Now some poems and everything is written, but just to see the middle paragraph. Many known and unknown martyrs struggled for freedom till death during the freedom struggle of India. After the revolt of 1857, many revolutionaries fought individually or they formed groups and declared revolt against the British Empire. So the beginning of this revolutionary activity started after 1857 revolt that we had studied. 1857 revolt, the word itself is revolt. That was also like that. They gathered together, some people from different regions, different parts of India gathered together and they fought against the Britishers. Even if it was a failure, the reasons also we have studied, it was a failure, then also people gathered courage from that we can do. So after this 1857 revolt, many known and unknown martyrs, all martyrs' names are not given in the textbook. Many unknown martyrs were there also. Locally, they were fighting against Britishers. Their names are not enclosed anywhere, but they were there. So here it is written, many known and unknown martyrs struggled for freedom till death. उनका death तक ऐसा नहीं आधा से छोड़ दिया. During freedom struggle in India, after 1857 revolt it started. Okay, sometimes they started individually and sometimes they formed a group of same thinking people. Then people all over the country remember their stories till the date. Many people died for the cause of nation. So we respect them, we remember them, the new generations read their stories. Those brave men and women who revolted against the British government are known as revolutionaries of India. Underline that sentence. Who are known as the revolutionaries of India? In which word? People from the brave men and women. Not only men, women also there. Who revolted against the British government are known as revolutionaries of India. Their activities were revolutionary. Underline that also. That is why they are called revolutionaries. People from all walks of life, literate or illiterate, royal or ordinary, took part in this revolution. Don't think that only royal people took part. No, royal or ordinary, Raja or beggar, they took part in this. And afterwards, literate or illiterate, जो पढ़े लिखे हैं, जो illiterate है, both. They took part in these activities, revolutionary activities. Revolutionary activities were carried out in varying degrees across India. Some areas it was very high, with high intensity. Some areas it was overall moderate, otherwise very low. But in different intensities, in different degrees, different part of India, these revolutionary activities had taken place. And it was initiated by the first martyr, Vasudev Balwant Phadke, who hailed from Maharashtra. He was a Marathi, Maharashtrian, and his name is Vasudev Balwant Phadke. Underline, who was the first martyr. Who is martyr? One who dies for the cause of nation. It's martyr. So, cause of nation, otherwise cause of some principles, that also we can say. So he was the first one who died, Vasudev Balwant Phadke. And see, his picture is given in the next page. Vasudev Balwant Phadke was the pioneer. Pioneer means the first one of the revolutionary activities in India. He worked in Pune, where he was, Pune. And injustice and partial approach of the British government irritated him so much that he left his job. He was working at Pune, but the injustice he felt from the Britishers. irritated him very much. British officers were getting a lot of benefits while Indians were not getting. So all this irritated him. So he left his job. He took a vow of not applying tilak on his forehead and not to cut his hair till he did not free from India the clutches of the Britishers. The vow, pledge, प्रतिज्ञा, उसने क्या pledge लिया? What was the pledge he had taken? He took a vow, underline, he took a vow of not applying tilak on his forehead. मैं तिलक नहीं लगाऊंगा. And not to cut his hair. मैं बाल भी नहीं काटने वाली. Till कब तक? Till he did not free India from the clutches of Britishers. India जब तक Britishers के हाथ से नहीं बचे तब तक मैं नहीं करने वाली. तिलक भी नहीं लगाएंगे, बाल नहीं. This was the pledge he had taken. Underline that. What was the pledge? He found a secret armed group of revolutionaries called Ramoshi. Underline. What was Ramoshi? The secret armed group. Armed means with weapon, arms, with weapons. The group he formed is known as Ramoshi. Who formed? Balwant Party. Ramoshi. So here the initial part we had seen sometimes they themselves single-handed fought. Sometimes they had formed the groups. Here he formed a group. This name was Ramoshi. British government declared him wanted with a bounty of rupees 4,000. At that time, 4,000 rupees for his head, which is called bounty. So British government declared him as wanted. Sometimes in railway station or some busy areas you might have seen wanted, police wanted, that type of pictures, images of some criminals. Like that, his picture was also displayed in different parts of India because he was wanted for Britishers, because he was a revolutionary. That was the guilty that he had done. So if anyone was ready to catch him and hand over to the British government, how much was the bounty? It was 4,000 rupees. At that time, British government declared. He trained young men to attack the British guns, to rob the government treasury and to use guns and other weapons. Underline that. What was the activities he carried out at that time? Mainly, Balwant Party trained young men to attack the British camps. Wherever the British camps were there, he trained the young Indians to attack them. How to attack these Britishers and to rob the government treasury. Government treasury, where it is there? To rob this, loot karne ka, वहाँ से पूरा पैसा उठा देने का and use for other purpose. That also he taught. Then another one, to use the guns and other weapons. Three main criminal things that he had done according to Britishers. Trained young men to attack the British camps and to rob government treasury and to use gun and weapons. The British government became desperate to arrest him at any cost. So British government really, they were very tired. So they planned at any cost they wanted to arrest him. The things to know, Vasudev Phadke was arrested at 3 a.m. Early morning at 3 o'clock he was arrested by the British government while he was asleep in a village in Hyderabad district. When he was sleeping in a village in Hyderabad. He was put into jail, but he fled from there by jumping over the wall. Britishers took him into the jail. But from there he escaped. How? He jumped over the wall, jail wall. Over the compound wall he jumped and he escaped from there. Then he was caught after a chase of 25 kilometers. He ran away. How many kilometers he was running? Around 25 kilometers. And afterwards he was caught by the police. Then he was tortured in the jail. Very much torturing was there. Physical torture was there on him by the police. Then he died in Iron prison in February. Underline that also where he died. In February 1883 as a result of his protest in the form of hunger strike. How did he die? Because he showed his protest against the Britishers by hunger strike. What do you mean by hunger strike? He left his food, as a reaction against Britishers. Then he died. Britishers did not give anything. Then he died. Did not give means he did not accept also because it was hunger strike. But Britishers reacted in such a way that only let him die. So he was considered as the first martyr of India revolutionary activities. Okay, the coming lesson questions will come later in the next class.